Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing you several different bullet journal spreads you can use for school. Staying on top of all of my schoolwork and activities is one of my top priorities during the school year. And for those of you who use a bullet journal for school purposes or would like to start using one, you'll find that these spreads are useful in helping you stay organized and on top of everything during this back to school time. One more thing I wanted to mention is that all of the supplies I use will be linked in the description. The first bullet journal spread is a semester schedule spread, and I do this every semester when I have a new class schedule. Along the top you'll have the days of the week, and along the side you'll have the time. This type of layout allows you to time block your class schedule and any other school-related responsibilities that may reoccur on a weekly basis. If you're part of any school organizations or clubs and have weekly meetings that you need to attend, you can add these events onto the spread so that you can see all of your priorities in one place. Next, we have a spread for our class information. Here, we're going to include all of the important details for every one of our classes, like the day, time, place, professor, email, and office hours. I normally like to make the spread right next to my semester schedule so that it makes it easier to access this information all in one place. Next, we have our first weekly spread. This is one of my favorite weekly spreads, but if you find that it doesn't work for you, then I have another option after this one. So for this spread, we have a small monthly calendar at the top. Then in the middle section, we have a space for the days of the week. Then we have a weekly to-do list on the left side. And lastly, my favorite part of the spread is the future section on the right side. Here you'll write the most important things you'll have to do the next week. I find this section very useful because it minimizes the chances of me forgetting about any future events and allows me to look ahead and prepare for any important exams, assignments, or events. The next weekly spread is laid out vertically and is more focused on time blocking, which is great for increasing your productivity. At the top, we have a space for the date and weather. One thing I really like to do is write out the weather for the entire week so that I can prepare what I'll wear and what I'll have to bring to school according to the weather conditions. Then we have our timetable and increments of 1 hour. Here you'll write out what you'll be doing at what time. A table like this is helpful in finding those free gaps in your schedule, which can be used for more productive things like studying, and it helps you stay on top of your everyday schedule. Then at the very bottom, we have a section where you can write all of your tasks. Next, we have a course overview spread. This spread will take up an entire page, and you'll want to do this for every class that you have. At the top, you'll want to write down the course name, and underneath that, we're going to write when the class starts and when it ends. Next to that, we're going to write our goal grade and our final grade after we finish the course. Then we have a section for any big exams or projects and when they are due. Then we have an overview section where you'll write what is due every single week. So along the right side, you'll have each week numbered, and then on the left side, you'll have the assignments that are due for each corresponding week. And at the very bottom, we have a class rule section where you can write any class rules your professor might have. Next, we have a grade tracker spread. At the top, we have the course name, and under that, we have a section for you to write out what everything is worth in the class. So basically, the percentages that make up your grade. To the right, we have a section where you can write your final grade, and under that, we have a table where you can track your grades. So you have a place to write the date, the assignment, a checkbox, and the grade that you received. Next, we have an assignment tracker spread. So after you get your class schedule, you can write down all of the assignments that you have to do here, and you can check them off as you complete them. This table is basically the same as the last one where you have a place for the date, the assignment, a checkbox, and your grade. Next, we have an exam tracker spread. So I made a table for every class, and it includes the exam name, the date, the grade I received, and a checkbox. So once you get your syllabus, you can write down all of the exams you have and then mark them off as you take them. Next, we have an assigned reading spread. For this spread, I made a table that includes the reading chapters, the date they're due, and a checkbox. This spread is great for any classes in which you are quizzed on the readings you have to do. So this way you're on top of all your readings and you know which ones you've done and which ones you haven't done. Next, we have an assignment planner spread. This spread takes up an entire page and you'll want to do this for every assignment you choose to plan. So starting at the top, we have a place for the assignment name, the subject, the starting date, the due date, the final grade you receive, the objectives, and a progress bar. I like to include the objectives of an assignment in this spread because I find that it helps me stay on track with what my professor wants and what they expect me to learn from it. Then we have a section where you can list any resources you might want to use, and then next to that is a section for any ideas you want to write down. Finally, at the very bottom, you have a table where you can track all of the tasks you need to do to complete the assignment. And all you need to write down is the task, when you want to finish it by, and a checkbox. So that is all I have for today. Feel free to like this video if you found at least some of these bullet journal spreads useful, and I wish you all good luck during this back to school season. Thanks for watching. Bye everyone.